Hi everyone, let's go ahead and get started with the conditional statements. In conditional statements, we are going to first see if and else. Previously, while we were in our Boolean lecture, we had seen how you can compare two variables. There were two types of the Boolean value, either true or false. The true means logical 1 and false means that is the 0. So you can compare two variables like a equal to b, or a variable is not equal to the another variable, or a variable is less than the b variable, or you can say a variable is less than or equal to the b variable. And similarly, the a variable is greater than b and a greater than or equal to b. So by using all these, you can compare these two variable values. You will be getting output either 1 or 0. That means either true or false. For example, let's say I say here a equal to 100, b equal to 101. And now if I say a greater than b, then we will be getting a false result because a is not greater than b. That's where we are going to apply here if and else. So I say here if a is greater than b, then say there print a is larger, else print b is larger. So what is happening here? If a greater than b is true, then this statement will be executed. Otherwise, this statement will be executed. Let's go ahead and run this and then see what happens. So since this one is false, so this will not execute, and automatically else statement will execute. So whatever the inside this else statement, that will get executed there. Suppose that you want to provide here a new variable c equal to a plus b, and then you want to print here the value of c is. Do you remember we had seen how you can do a formatting of a string by putting two curly braces there and then put there a format, the value, the variable which we want to insert here, that is the c. Let's go ahead and run this. This says that the value of c is 201 and where c equal to a plus b. All right, it is something like this. All right, perfect. Similarly, suppose that if you have a three variable, let's say a equal to 100 and b equal to 150 and then c equal to a plus b. And based on these three variables, let's say if you want to apply their if else statement multiple times. So I say here like if a is less than 10, then I say there a print a is very small number, and then I say there else print a is large number. Alright, so a is not less than 10, then this will be executed. But my question is, if you want to put here a multiple if else together, then how do you do that? One way to do that, you can put there a multiple if statement, something like that. Other way to do that is if, that is the else if, so L if. Alright, so it says that if a is less than 10, then execute this line. Otherwise, check this condition here. So I say here a is less than 50. Then I say here a print a is medium number. Thereafter, if a is greater than or equal to 50, then I say there a is large number. So do you see there still we are getting here a is large number. But suppose that if I say there a equal to 10, then it says that a is medium number, because this does not execute because a is 10, so the 10 is not less than 10 since this is false, but this becomes a true. Alright, but you see there is a contradiction between these. It's not wrong, but it could be a little confusing because a is less than 10 and a is less than 50. So whenever a is less than 50, alright, or you can say whenever a is less than 10, then obviously a will be always less than 50. So to make it a little more clear, what we can do, we can just copy this and paste it here once again. I think we didn't use these two variables, so let's go ahead and delete those two variables. Those two variables are not needed. So I say if a is less than 10, then I say here if a is less than 50, and I want to test here if a is greater than or equal to 10 at the same time. Alright, so although this above line of these code are not wrong, but this could be a little confusing. So just to make sure that a is less than 50 but it is greater than or equal to 10, so you can check it like this. If you run this here, you will get the true result because a is 10, so which is greater than or equal to 10. This one is also true, and there this one is also true. The AND of two true values is always true. The AND of true and false is a false, and false and false is a false itself. For example, you can say here something like this: true, and the true will be always true, but as soon as you make any one of these two variable as a false, so the AND of those two variable will be false. Similarly, you can, if you want to check multiple conditions together, alright, for example, let's say if I say there a equal to 10 and b equal to 20, and here I say if a equal to 10, alright, put it into parenthesis there, and then I check here and b equal to 20, then I say there print found both numbers. Alright, obviously these two are equal there, but suppose that if you want to test it something else there, like if you want to provide there or, so you can say there or, then it says that if this one is true or this one, so either one of these true, then these sentence, these line of the code will be executed. Alright, so in the coming lectures we will be seeing more about the if else and the conditional statements. So keep learning. I'll see you in next lecture.